Hi guys, if you're first time watching my videos, thanks for watching. I wanted to start doing a playlist of the decks that I've created and to explain them more. So this is my first video of that. This Witchery Goddess deck is my first ever created. It's an oracle deck, consists of 54 cards. This in itself, you can say I didn't intend to do tarot decks or oracle decks. And this one in itself, this one and another one that I have, if you're more susceptible to energies, these in itself carry very strong energy, just to let you know. I think this was more like taking that risk and creating a deck, because at first, although I knew the tools of how to do it, it's as if it was still something new to me, or like, when you're doubting whether you can actually achieve it. And I believe right now I may have 8 or 9 already, or some that are not even live yet. So I just wanted to go over these. So this in itself is the cover. It's a standard tarot size. Unfortunately, this is not a new deck that I've purchased, so it's not in the order that I would have received it. And when I originally created them, I didn't put any particular like bags or anything, but the company that I have make them do come. This one I eventually put it to have like a purple velvet bag. I actually had one at home, so I feel like it would be something like this that would come with it. So I'm just gonna go with the cards I have here. So when I created Frozen in Time, that's just the energy of maybe you're stuck. When I see this person, I also see, and I probably am channeling at the time, it could very well be a mother and son, a male and a female nurturing, but this could also be you're frozen in time, maybe through a past relationship. These are oracle cards. Depending on how you read them, they may come with different messages. I'm surprised myself every time when I do a reading that a different message comes out. So this express your truth. This is very well could be about courtship, receiving letters like back in the day, or like receiving a message in the mail. But with the express your truth, it's like you are expressing yourself, and it's a form of communication. So some people, if you receive this card, if you had like your throat chakra activating, then that's confirming that there's something that you have not said that's time to say. So your research is actually set up in a library. Some of you may very well be trying to do research, maybe that's your profession, or in a sense of going to school. Like I said, it depends at the time of the reading, like how this would be interpreted. So acceleration reminds me of the Eight of Wands energy, like speed. Like there's balancing because you have the white and the red. It also reminds me of the Knight of Swords energy, like a rushing in. So it's like chasing through time. So this is your speed card. They have fun. This is just, enjoying the simplicities of life. Have fun. Go to a baseball game. Go to, I don't know, something that sometimes we need to go out and have fresh air. Maybe it's grueling to actually go do something, but sometimes we need that for ourselves, for our soul. So I did put animal cards in here too. So this one, of course, the owl is all knowing, is wisdom. It also reminds me of like having the high priestess, all knowing energy. Transformation, that's like also a significator, like with the death card. Like some of you, if you see butterflies, that is a sign that you are transforming, like coming out of the cocoon and becoming a butterfly. Then we have stand in your power, like basically what it is, like you may appear to be a certain way to others, or maybe a form of protection. Maybe there are certain shifts going through you, and the bear is trying to remind you to stand in your power. The fork in the road, it reminds me of like the Two of Swords energy when there's a decision, because it's like you have to make the decision or trust your intuition, your guide, source, spirit energy to make this decision, because it's like you feel like you don't see a way out, but it's either one or the other. This is you are a healer. Some of you are maybe being aware or like starting to see that you may have some healing abilities, intuitive insights. Maybe you talking to someone is a way of your healing, helping someone else. And it's like you're removing the blindfolds. This also reminds me the stay grounded card of like your root chakra, to stay grounded amongst the shifts that are going through. Some of you may have a form of, meditation, or like grounding yourself, like put your feet to the earth to be connected to source, to Mother Earth. So to stay loyal reminded me of like the Lenormand, the dog is form of loyalty. But if this comes depending on a reading, could be loyal to the cause, because loyal to yourself, a person loyal to you, friendship, relationship, what have you. The leap forward, it's like the Fool's energy, taking that risk with that new beginning, even though it's scary. The dreams, this one in itself could very well be the dreams that you're envisioning for yourself, the dreams that you literally have dreams at night, or like this also has Native American ties with the dream catcher. And I always say with this card, because of the way the script is, this is tears, but it always reminds me with the F, although it's a T, to clear your fears, the tears. It's okay. You got to go through them. Then we have it's time. Some of you are being nudged to do something. It's like the wake-up call. It's like these are those old alarm clocks that are so annoying that you have to want to knock them off the nightstand, and it's trying to remind you, nudge you, it's time. Depending on the reading, maybe the 8 o'clock is significant, or 8 is the time, or 8 is abundance. Then we have I am free. So everyone has free will. Maybe you are trapped in something, you want to be free. This is the answer is within, like raising your vibration, listening to spirit, listening to yourself. You receive the answers. You don't have to look outside. It's like expanding the third eye here. Distorted mind, when I created it, it reminded me of like the computer when it's fragmented, like your mind is all over the place, and now you have to like sort out all the blocks, literally and figuratively speaking. Purification. So this is like healing work, or like water is also, say for instance, if you were doing some form of spiritual work, whether you believe in witchcraft or not, or whether for your ancestors giving water, or healing yourself, like it's ironically raining right now, so that clears the negativity to bring positivity. You can even do like when you pray in the shower, it's like healing, it's like cleansing your spirit and energies that are around you. So the mysterious, that's like the unknown. Like there are things that, and you may be seeing cats, like you may have certain totems that way. If you see animals, you may want to search the spiritual meaning, because that's how your angels are trying to speak to you. Then we have the cycle has ended. So that's basically talking about a cycle, closeouts, maybe even like the moon's energy when you're trying to close out something, bring something new in a new moon or full moon. We got excited. This could be like celebrations or like holidays. Then we have the shock card, because you didn't see that coming. Let me just pull some more. Clear your thoughts. You may be in your head about stuff, or maybe lighting some incense that helps you, like some mood changer. Sorry, I'm just doing this from my phone. Then we got the dolphins is like the harmony. It's like you may be seeing sixes as part of peace and harmony. You have it all. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last card of the deck because it's like reminding you like you have it all. It's like reminds me of the Empress energy, maybe like the world you want to travel, maybe give birth to new ideas, maybe in a reading depending on what it is, maybe it's actual physical birth. Then this is just love, a happily ever after. Or amongst everything, you are protected. As there's a star out there, in the sense that maybe you've been wishing upon a star, or your spirit guides, they're here to remind you that you are protected amongst all the shifts that you have. So separation could be a physical separation, or like contractual, severing cords, or doesn't have to be like you were married to this person, maybe a commitment, whether it's a separation from a friend, a relationship. So that's what that is. Cooperation, when I created this one, it's like the ants are like they gather together. It's a mirroring. It's like you're calling in your tribe. Then be still. Some of you may need to be reminded to meditate, to listen, that your prayers are being answered, but you need to start listening. Be connected with source energy. I do have two cards like this. It's like this one's a no and the other one's a yes. Then a new dawn, it reminds me of the sun's energy, like a new beginning. The hummingbird, savor the sweet moments, the stuff that, things that are happening. This, if you was having some body image issues or like things that were happening, enjoy the beauty of things, reminding you that you are beautiful. This one is change of seasons. Things are shifting. People come in and out of your lives. It's not to also always be there forever. It's always a season to things. Then we have the endings card here. Then this is just reminds me of like the wands energy, to follow your passion. Like there's some fire here. If you had in a reading, somebody may have fire in their chart. With this peace card, because how the two, like the water is meeting the clouds, it's like someone is trying to create a foundation, like steady, and balancing themselves out. You see how the line is like merging? This is the anger card. We have let it flow. Like some of you may also receive downloads in regards to musical notes, or just like trying to tell you to let things flow and not let things control you. So this is like the abundance. And abundance doesn't necessarily have to do with monetary. It could be just the perfect job, or the perfect home, the perfect like relocation somewhere. This is reminding you, pace yourself. Also reminds me like when we think of like the Knight of Pentacles, it's slow and steady and stuff like that. But it's like reminding you to, pace yourself. In Awakened card, this has the Egyptian, what is it? I believe it's a Sphinx or like the Pharaoh. And this is just also like you are awakening, you are ascending, but you may be in a process of recognizing things from your past lives, because when we start to awaken, we start to like be a sponge and receive so many downloads, and at times it may be overwhelming. So we have the Eagle card, self-discovering, learning about yourself. This is also a bird that's like practically extinct, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you are precious. You are one of a kind. Start learning of yourself. Then we have listen to the call. You like put out information out there, like to the universe, what you wanted, and then it's like speaking back to you. Some of you may have going through a dark night of the soul. So it's like trying to tell you, come out the darkness. This one, it's like with the be happy with the kids, it's like with children. So it's like, enjoy the little simple things. Like, children are free. Like they just enjoy life. And it's trying to tell you, regain that childlike energy and be free. Then we have the compassionate card to remind you to be compassionate to yourself and others. And then we have here, you are growing. That's another thing of what the seeds that you've planted takes time, but it's growing. And then this is the gathering. This also may be like if you live in a desert area, or like just like the gathering, maybe Native American, or you gathering with your tribes. So this particular deck is up on my Etsy shop, and as I said before, this one in itself carries 54 cards. These are just standard. Then some decks that I do have more of a gloss finish or different type of stock, but these are my very first, and they do come with the bag. And I'm going to start uploading the other decks that, other video decks that I have shortly. Don't know when. I promise I'm going to do them. Maybe not today though. You guys take care. Thanks for watching.